Hello, Internet. This is Mark Frankowski welcoming you to the first installment of the wuwtube radio show. Why am I posting YouTube videos and calling them radio shows? Because I have a soft side for radio shows, and I've decided to make videos in the style of a radio show. I'll do my best to maintain a schedule of 3 new videos posted each week. In every show, I'll try to include a little news, weather, traffic, and a special focus topic. Also, occasionally, I'll have a special guest. Well, the leaves are beginning to fall here in Wisconsin, so let's check for an update on the weather. Now, I realize the listeners of this radio show can come from anywhere, so for today, I'll pick an area of the world at random and report the weather there. So, it looks like our weather report today will focus on Rome. And it looks like I'm jealous of the people in Rome since it'll be in the low 60s and only partly cloudy. I guess that's what you get when you've got a pope in your area. In news that I care to report, the iPhone just got a new app that will allow users to perform autopsies. Well, not exactly. The app is designed to allow the user to perform dissections of the human body in order to study how it's put together. Obviously, the app is aimed at medical students, but I can't help but think that with its release in October, it will find some use for anyone attending a Halloween party. In other news that I care to report, I'm sorry. That sound tells me it's time for the traffic report. The Internet Traffic Report. If you didn't catch that pun already. You probably did, unless your sense of humor is running at a dial-up pace. According to speedtest.net, the local internet connection speed for Time Warner users in the Milwaukee area appears to be at 9 megabytes per second. Myself, on the other hand, am cruising by at 9.5 megabytes per second, thanks to some tweaks and OpenDNS. Now it's time for our special focus. Our focus for today's show is the end of the world. Many of you may have heard about the predictions that 2012 will bring the end to human existence as we know it. The Mayan calendar ends in 2012. Nibiru will pass by Earth's orbit and cause untold devastation, and Britney Spears will join the monastery. Well, basically all the signs of the apocalypse. Well, that's what they want you to believe. I wanted to focus on this topic to quickly debunk the 3 main theories behind all the hype. The first theory is the idea that Nibiru, which is a planet or a star depending on who you talk to, will pass our area of the solar system close enough to cause a global catastrophe. Nibiru is only 3 years away now, and even if it's traveling at the speed of the fastest moving solar body, which is Mercury, that would put Nibiru at about a distance from Earth equal to the distance of Neptune from the Sun. Most reports state that Nibiru is about 2/3 the size of Earth. I'm throwing all these numbers at you, and I don't want you to lose sight of this. We all know the planet Pluto. We all know it's really small compared to Earth. It's also about 1 billion miles further out than Nibiru is supposed to be right now. And we discovered Pluto in 1930. So given all the advances we've made since then, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that if Nibiru existed, someone, somewhere on the planet, would be posting hard evidence all over the web. It's not happening. The second theory is that our area of the Milky Way is going to pass through a special plane along an axis from the center of our galaxy. And when we do, this will cause a gravitational ripple effect that will cause global disasters. I have a degree in mechanical engineering. I was 2 courses away from a physics minor. And what I've got to say about this is it's nonsense. The bodies in our galaxy are too far apart to cause any sort of ripple effect, no matter what their alignment happens to be. The final theory states that the global catastrophe in 2012 will be man-made. that it will be an act of the New World Order in order to bring the population down to a level that is more easily controlled, and to put people across the world in a state of shock so that they'll be ready to accept a new government. This theory may hold the most water out of the three presented, but it ain't enough to drink from. We live in a connected world. The internet and cell phones have permeated the globe. Keeping secrets in today's world is harder than ever before. I have a hard time believing that if a plot on this scale was developing, that it would still be secret and that it would still be in development. Well, that's all the time we have on this installment of the wuwtube radio show. I'd like to thank you for listening. If you liked what you heard, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And remember, keep your mind open.